So today I'm going to show you how to do hexies, and they're going to be done by hand. All you need is a paper piece like so, and your piece of fabric that's pre-cut. You can pre-cut your fabric by hand, or you can go ahead and use a rotary cutter. The seam allowance on here should be about 3/8 of an inch. A lot of the templates and things for hexies have the seam allowance at 1/4 of an inch, and it's really just not enough to turn over. So to do this comfortably and quickly, 3/8 of an inch is what you would actually want to be using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center my paper piece, and these come in packages of 100 and they're reusable. And then I'm going to just flip the top edge over and put in a clip, and flip the other edge over and put in a clip. So now my fabric is held securely while I start my sewing. So the first edge that I'm going to do is going to be right here, and I'm always going to be turning my hexie clockwise. So hold this piece of fabric flat and then fold that edge over. I'm using a long needle. I'm using a good quality all-purpose thread, and from the right side go through the fabric, the paper, and the fabric. Pull it out, and then what you're going to do is catch the little pleat that you've made right here. When I go ahead and do this stitching, I actually drag my needle across to help make that point nice, and then just take the stitch like so, and just go ahead and pull it like that. So that's what it looks like on the other side, and that's what it looks like on this side. So again, what I'm going to do is go to the next point, hold the fabric flat, and then fold the fabric over to make the pleat. Again, from the right side to the wrong side, through the fabric, the paper, the fabric, drag my needle across, and take one stitch to hold the pleat. And it will look like that. So now, when I go to do this, I'm going to want to move my clip around. Same old thing. Go ahead, hold your fabric flat, fold the fabric over, take one stitch from the right side, catch the pleat, take a stitch from the wrong side, go ahead, fold the fabric flat, fold it over, take one stitch, catch the pleat, fold it, take one stitch, then drag your needle and catch the pleat. This is what it looks like so far from the right side. That's what it looks like from the wrong side. Now for this last one, we can take the clip right off, open this up, put the fabric flat, fold it, and again, from the right side, come up, take a stitch on the wrong side, and you've got your fabric around your paper piece. The next thing we're going to do to finish off is I just run my needle between the fabric and the paper piece and come up somewhere in the center, and then just go ahead and clip this thread. So you can see ones that I've done here where the little thread is clipped. So once you get these together and you end up sewing them together like so by hand, what's going to eventually happen is once they're stitched together, all you're going to do is go around and clip the basting threads, pull the basting threads out, and then from the wrong side, you'll just pop the paper piece out. And that's how the English paper piecing works. So just a couple clips, you've got your paper pieces, a long needle, and lots of pretty fabric. You don't need an awful lot to do these, just whatever scraps that you've got on hand.